Let's bring in Sara Azari, friend of the program and an attorney. So what do you think of Smolett's attorney going on this media blitz and then even suggesting there's white makeup involved?
Look, Mike, lawyers do things differently, let me put it that way. But I think it's completely inappropriate to go on this white-face offensive as she did this morning. Look, to even have Smolett come out and proclaim his innocence when the state attorney's office said, look, he's not exonerated, he's good for the crime. The evidence checks out. We stand by the Chicago Police Department's evidence. We're doing this because it is in the interest of justice. It is the fair outcome to have an alternative disposition, or diversion as I call it. So for the attorney to now come and essentially litigate the evidence is just completely inappropriate. You know, us lawyers have to know when to remain silent, much like our clients. You know, silence is golden sometimes. Coming out in the court of public opinion to defend and come up with potential defenses and cast reasonable doubt. This is not a trial. The charges are dropped fully, and the prosecution has already said, look, he was good for this crime. We're doing this because he's done some community service. We think it's the right outcome. And I just want to say this, you know, the disposition is astonishing to me, not because it's an alternative disposition, but because this is a very high-profile case. It involves a 16-count felony indictment, that this disposition comes after indictment as opposed to prior to indictment. And moreover, the problem I have is with the execution of this disposition, not to communicate with the Chicago police, swoop this client into court after 3 days of diversion. I mean, diversion lasts 18 months, 2 years. The client goes out and does a lot of community service. The defendant earns that final dismissal. This is not a 3-day situation. That's why it stinks, and it's murky, and it's stinky. And you know, we got to look into murky, stinky. You know, you get the picture.
You coined a new phrase, yeah.
Right, smirky. And so, you know, that's why everybody is outraged. What is going on here? Is this a political hit job? Did somebody pull a favor for Smolett? And that's why this raises questions. It's just unheard of from a defense perspective to have an alternative disposition after a few days of community service in such a high-profile case involving a hate crime.
Wow. Sara, always good having you aboard. Sara Azari joining us.
Thank you for
so
having
much.
me.